We are back from vacation. I'm feeling great. My brain, my body is fully rested. It is time to start making firewood again, and there is nothing getting in our way. Let's go. On second thought, plan B. Let's go this way. I have no hickory. My hickory is 3 miles that way. And I have got some logs we can get ready to process, but I need to chainsaw these up into rounds. I'll get them split, but I got to get the axis over here. So I thought we can just run the axis. I got a few rounds over here. We can get them split up, and then we'll be ready to start hickory production this week. Assuming there are no birds in here. What is better than having the world's greatest wheelbarrow? It's having more than one of them. We're going to get the axis fired up, but the birds were making nests in here too, so I filled up all the holes with wood. They were making nests inside of the stake pockets, and then around on this side. So I bird-proofed the Eastonmade axis and shoved all these scraps in there, keep the birds away. So our task is to get these logs split up. These are the last ones from this area, and I will be putting the oak over here, and then that'll allow me to move the axis over for some hickory production. Oh yes, I still have to stack the trailer, and that's getting stacked here. New stuff getting put on the pallets. All right, let's fire up the axis and let's get going. Maple is going over there, the oak is going over there, and the boiler wood is going home with me. hickory. Okay, these are some ugly rounds, some good rounds, some stuff I can put into inventory. The maple, I was just chucking it over the side, and I'll straighten that pile up here, no problem. The oak, I'll just wheel it right over to Oakland. And then these uglies, I'll just take them back to the woodshed on my way home. But here we are. We are back from our vacation. We had a small break. I feel great. I am rested. And it helps to have machines like the Eastonmade Axis in your life, because it sure makes life so much easier when you're a firewood delivery service. So I will get busy here with the rest of the yard, stacking wood, taking care of my birds, and then I'll see you again next video, guys. I hope everyone has a great day.